Hey, babe.
You ready?
Yeah, go for it. Why are you so fancy?
Oh, wedding tonight.
Oh, how was? Are you recording this right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll FaceTime you after. Go.
Okay. Okay. Amazing. So, tefillah b'shem kol Yisrael. The tefillah is that we should connect right now. All you should connect right now. If ready,
Oh, it's midnight, man. I'll give you some slack. Just a stand-up. All right, go for it.
Mamish ready. I'm reading this from someone else's perspective, but I'm not using I. It's we. If I meet somebody in the street, says Rav Shlomo, I know who he is, but I don't really know the depths of a person until I come to his house. There is some part of his soul which is shining in his house, which cannot manifest itself anywhere else. We know those people. You know those people you meet on the street, and then you go into their house, and you're like, "Whoa!" So what? Oh, why? What? God is all over, but in the Beit HaMikdash, in God's house, there was a certain kind of revelation of God which was special. There's something which only happens in his house. In his house, there's the Kodesh Kodashim, the Holy of Holies, which is an even deeper level. From this place, the deepest depths there is, the highest priest taught us God's name. Out of this, we build our own little house. When do children feel at home where they live? When their parents know what is special about them. If I live in a house and nobody knows what's special about me, it's a hotel. In the hotel, I'm a number. In my house, I have a special place. The holiness of a Jewish house is that two people in their specialness get together. Out of their two specialnesses come a little baby who is special and holy. What is a real house? A real house is not a house which warms me while I'm in the house. A real house is a house which warms me when I am far away. Can you imagine what kind of house the Beit HaMikdash was? After 2,000 years running out around in exile, we're still warm from being in that house long ago. The Chanukah light is by the door. This means that I'm telling my children, even if you walk out the door, the light of this house should go with you. Eventually, all the children will walk out of the house and make their own houses. The holiness of children is that they're adding their own light. The holiest house is the house which makes a place for children to have their own light. So I could tell my child, listen, I'm your father, I'm your mother, I'm kindling the lights for you. You just stand there like a dope and watch me, right? You stand there passive, and while I be active. This is not what makes Yiddishkeit beautiful. This is not Hanukkah. This is why we lost our children. In Yehuda Maccabee's time, a whole generation was lost to Yiddishkeit because we didn't make a place for them. Do you know what the last generation in America did with the Hebrew schools? A few weeks ago, I was in Boston, says Rosh Shlomo. This is mamish a long time ago. A little Jew, a little Yiddish, drove me to the airport. He said to me, I went to Hebrew school for 6 years. All I remember is how often I was hit on my hands because I couldn't read. Now he's an atheist. I met so many young people who were absolutely turned off. Friends, this is simply not where it's at. This is not the teaching which takes place in God's house. The light of Chanukah is the opposite of all this. I was literally at a event the other night, and this kid who I came across many years ago, during my time in yeshiva, I see him for the first time in years and years and years. I'm like, Rabbi Yid, how you doing? You look great. And he's like, I'm good, you know. And then he quickly made a comment about religion, just feeling like a little bit like embarrassed about like, oh, we knew each other in yeshiva, and like now this is where he's seemingly at. And I'm like, it's fine, Rabbi, it's fine. And then he's like, and I'm like, oh, what are you up to? And he's like, I want to move to Israel. And I told him I live in Herzliya. Herzliya is great, you know. And he made a comment about like the just the religiosity. He's not religious enough for Herzliya. It's just Rabbi, we have to throw away the baggage. To throw away the baggage, and we just have to just throw away the baggage. And like once I made that comment, the yid just started feeling lighter and start to smile and start to open up. And it's just like that ability to make space for people, the ability to not just see the number, but to see the house, to buy it, to see the potential. You know, someone told me what makes Rav Yair so special. Whenever we say like anything about Rav Yair, take it with a grain of salt because it could just be it's oftentimes misquoted, and we can never actually quote the Rabbi because it's actually making a statement about the Rabbi. There's no statements. It's open. It's outside the box. Although the Sefer is inside the box. Inside the box, outside the box. I don't know. I don't know. We're just saying cute words, fancy words, but they mean nothing. In the box? I don't know. It's not on the shelf right now. But but what makes Rav Yair so special? What makes these, seemingly random kids like myself and others just show up to yeshiva like his, in high school? And it's his ability to see the beginning, to see the beginning. Oh my gosh. Yehuda, do you know my dad? Dad, Yehuda, my dad. I
How we
taught.
doing? I think we met.
Oh,
Oh, it's on mute.
I think it's on mute. Oh, it's supposed to be on mute.
I said we've met before. Yeah, we've met before.
Hope all is
Beautiful.
well.
Yes.
So just to recap before we go to sleep, the recap is that Rav Shlomo is telling us that the reason why Yiddishkeit is so hard for so many is because they oftentimes find themselves in hotels. Like they're just another number. But Rav Shlomo is telling us that we have to show them the house. We have to show them and give them their own space, make them their own space, and show them that they can add. They can light the candles. So, this Hanukkah we should be zocha to enable our kids to, or even our future kids, to light the candles, to picture it, to envision our house of inclusivity, and of being constant activity with the children, giving them their own light, allowing them to spread their own light. We see at the Dishmaya, we should only bring everyone in the circle, only in the circle, see beginnings in people, not seeing the end, not seeing the number, but rather seeing the soul. The goal is soul, said a great person in the name of Benji Epstein. The goal is soul.
Amen.
The goal is soul.
Go
All
ahead.
right. We're gonna go to sleep.
Does Jack still have a bedtime?
Yeah, he does. It's his bedtime now.
The
It's a little
bedtime,
past that.
the bedtime has definitely passed. I mean, Yehuda, you're not, you know about my bedtime.
There was
Yeah,
a
Yehuda
point.
should know.
There was a point where when Jack was waking up, I was going to sleep. A good few months there last year. It was good times.
That's awesome. You guys are great.
You're making me look good.
Yeah.
I love how you're
All right,
holding the
Shkoyach.
pen. I love how you're holding the
Jack,
That's
pen.
it.
Jack, Jack,
Yeah.
call me before you go to sleep.
Okay. Bye.
Take care. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.